Have y'all ever hopped off a call and feel like your work really hasn't even started yet? You got like 3 pages of messy notes, tasks to assign, people to follow up with, a CRM that's still empty, no updates, and no time to do any of it because you're already late for the next meeting. Trust me, like that literally was me every single week. Not to mention, sometimes I would even forget to write certain stuff down, or we would go over so many things, I wouldn't take a note on that. So I missed it. Sure, my AI caught it, but it was a lot to go through and actually find all of those things. It became a hassle. Took more time than it should have. I was drowning in calls, struggling to stay organized, and constantly wondering what I had promised to who. All right, so I built something that just fixed all of that because I was tired of dealing with it. Okay. I built an AI agent that listens to all of my meetings, breaks down the entire conversation, sends personalized follow ups, updates my CRM, creates content out of the call, and even alerts my team with next steps and red flags. All right. And the crazy part is, I don't touch a thing. The system runs without me. I just do the meeting and it all happens in the back end. All right. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how it's changed the way I run my business, and how you can build something super similar, whether you're a solopreneur, a startup, or running a full solid team. All right. So let's get right into it. This is basically how it works, right? The meeting ends, the transcript gets pulled, AI breaks it down, it updates my database, which I can talk to and pulls out insights from a 30,000-foot view that I just don't have the time to even think about. Okay. It then sends tasks to my CRM, puts notes in my CRM as well. An email gets sent to them. Everybody gets the summary, and a custom deck is sent out 5 minutes, no clicks. I mean, you really can't beat that. And and what it really does is just makes life a whole lot easier and allows you to stay way more on top of stuff and get insights that you wouldn't have gotten, on the call, whether it's your tone, a hidden thing, a hidden pain point that maybe you didn't identify, right? It's like listening to your call on steroids. Okay. All right. So this is the first workflow right here. So let me just open this in a new tab. All right, y'all. This is literally the main workflow right here. So what happens, literally, like I said, after the meeting, all the transcripts are sent in here, the team gets a message, and it stores it in my amazing Airtable database right here. Try not to expose anything of anybody. It just blurs. So what it actually does is it stores this in this awesome Airtable base that I actually built out. And everything gets stored in here. It stores the person's name, meeting ID, company name if we have it. And let me go towards the bottom. All right, so what it actually does, it stores the person's name, the meeting ID, company name if we have it, who was in the meeting. So this actually stores their email address for us so we can send them emails afterwards and update everything. And it stores the date, transcript, and this is where we get the good stuff. All right, so it breaks down all of the action items that we discussed in this call. Everything, okay? So it completely takes apart the way of me having to go back in and pull out the tasks or even track the tasks from my call recorder or write them down or try to remember everything. I don't have to do that anymore. It identifies feature requests. These may be things that we already have, but it also identifies stuff that we might not have to give me new insights and things that we can use to expand the system if I start seeing it multiple times. Okay. You could use this the same way, like if your sellers or your buyers or your clients keep asking for the same sorts of things in your calls and meetings, it would track that here under your feature requests. All right. And it stores it in a value like this. So I can talk to my AI and, turn this into, visual dashboards to see which ones are being asked about a lot. This one stores key quotes that happened in the call, so things that could be compliments for us that we can use as testimonials. Go back and record that part of the call, and use that as a testimonial. It could be key quotes about their pain point or about a feature, just something important. And now I don't have to manually write it down. It automatically gets stored in here. So I can go use this in content later on, right? Hey, a client said, I just feel like there's no life on my current website. And I hate that my clients haggle with me. And, this is how we help them solve that, right? So it literally, is storing great ideas for future iterations, content, all of that stuff automatically for me. It stores their intent, tells me the type of meeting it was, whether it was sales or training, anything like that. Hold on, let me get back in there. All right, y'all. So I got knocked out of there. It also stores the sentiment of the call. Okay. So positive, negative, neutral, whatever was going on. That way we can really keep a track of that, the satisfaction of the client or the partner that we're working with, and, reduce churn, make sure everybody's happy working together, make sure that we're all, getting the deals done we want together, and, just keep an eye on that stuff. It identifies red flags in the call. So could be like price sensitivity, could be like offer sensitivity, could be, their cousin, uncle, brother still lives in the property, could be a ton of different things, right? And it breaks it all down and stores it here again, so I can go back and search and have data on how many people are experiencing this red flag. How can I create a solution that goes and solves that, right? And this would work and apply to any sort of business that you could run. Doesn't matter if you're in real estate, HVAC, um, software, AI, having it broken down like this is a whole nother level to the AI meeting assistants. Everybody has their Fathom now. Everybody has their Read AI, their Otter. This is the next level to that, where actions are actually being taken, as a result of that meeting and what happened in there. Right. And again, right here, pain points broken down for you right here. So you can see it gives you literally the whole thing, right? Technical complexity and setting up components and ads in AI systems, right? Clients haggling over price, no booking system, expensive payment processor fees, unfamiliar with Twilio, need to maintain compliance to avoid being okay. So all of these things are being stored here, and you see we got an AI assistant. I can just talk to this or even talk in my Slack, and it'll give me insights on these calls. Could ask it, hey, tell me 5 of the most common pain points that you're seeing with my users that I've had a call with in the last week. And it'll break down all the major ones. Hey, give me 5 ways I could solve this, right? And then it even gives a recommended offer. Hey, for this person, they're having difficulty with ads and AI systems. So let's help them with funnels and automation. This person, we're going to do build and close, premium funnel, AI deal agent. So it literally is proposing offers based on what it knows about our business, right? And we could apply the same thing to a real estate deal. The seller's experiencing this, the details on the deal are this. We should propose a subject to opportunity or a hybrid opportunity, right? So it can identify those for you, okay? It then identifies insights and hidden offers that maybe I didn't even think about. So if I wasn't already talking to this person about this stuff, our other automation tools could help a ton telling me. Client needs a concierge funnel or mobile IV. So all different types of stuff. So consider providing a VA service for older clients or those less tech savvy. So a bunch of different stuff that it could identify for you on the fly. And then the cool thing is it's creating an entire email subject for us to and reach out afterwards. It's creating a follow-up email. Literally telling them, hey, this is the thing we talked about. Our team is jumping on it, or we already knocked it out. Let us know if you have any questions. Bada boom, bada bing. And it sends that over to them. And then it goes ahead and stores everything that I just showed you guys in its own searchable dashboard like this. Every action item, every red flag, pain point, feature request, key quotes, insights, hidden offers, so that I can go and just ask my AI. And you can do this through Slack or anything like that too. Hey, What are some of the main feature requests? Ooh, let me not do that. What are some of the, I don't want to give y'all some secret sauce, before we build it out. Now, I'm trying to be nice, but not that nice. What are some of the most common quotes we see in our meetings? All right, just giving you a little taste of what it can do. All right. And it's going to go in, read our meetings, think about it, and then tell us. Now it knows what tables to go and look. It's looking at for key quotes, and I mentioned quotes, right? It's analyzing the data now. It's already thought about it. Now it's analyzing it, and it's going to give me a nice, easy summary to break this down. I can use this with my insights, feature requests, red flags. Hey, what are the most common red flags, and how could I solve them? Right. So this person is frustrated with QuickBooks. There's an opportunity there. This person, likes what we're offering, saying that's what we need. Something where people can click book, pay all at once, right? So that is the power of this. It completely saves you a huge amount of time, allows you to operate faster, sends out emails, sends out PowerPoint documents afterwards, just completely breaking everything down for you guys. And let me go in here and just show you the other workflows too, so you get a feel of how they work. You can see them right here. So we got the meeting summary, you got the send follow-up email, Slack meeting summary for my team, add notes to my CRM right into REI Unlock. So it adds the notes. Literally, it finds the contact in my system after the meeting, adds notes onto them so I don't have to. It adds tasks. It sets a due date for me and assigns it to me. And then I get a notification when the task is due. So it completely automates all of the busy work that happens after a meeting. So I can really focus on going and providing value and solving those high level problems that the AI is helping me identify. So all of this gets organized, pushed into a structured database, time stamped, and real personalization is able to happen. It's not just a boring recap or something like that. And it allows me to align with my team. All right, y'all, real quick, I just wanted to show you how the notes push into my CRM. So the notes come right here, just like a regular note would. You can see what it's, a quick summary of what it's talking about. All of that stuff is done right in here. And then it pushes the tasks right in here. I completed them all, but let me just show you. They'll look like this, and it'll break down the task, what we're supposed to do, and just make that super, super simple for the team. So that is how the notes come in. They also get the email just like I showed you. And let me just do another quick breakdown of the workflows here. So let me open this one up for you and just go through them quickly so you can see. All right, so again, this one comes into ChatGPT, creates some JSON, and then it sends it to a PowerPoint. Right, creates a presentation. So again, for us, this is a lead magnet slash summary. For you, it could be a breakdown of the property, a breakdown of what they need for their house, all sorts of different stuff. The different lending options you offer, tons of different stuff. It creates a shareable link and then emails that over to them. That is pretty useful for really summarizing what we do. And we have the bot filtered, so it only does that when the call is identified as a sales call. If it's just a support call or something else, it's not going to send that proposal. But we could create a separate one that sends if it is just a support call, right? Like an SOP. The follow-up email, really simple. You saw that it generated the subject and the body. So it literally just can just send that. And this doesn't have to be through Gmail. I just did that because I have G Suite. It could be through your CRM, same through REI Unlock. It could be through Instantly, whatever you're using to send your emails. You could use that same thing. This one, super simple, but it sends a Slack summary to my team chat so everyone can see what just happened in the meeting. And then, of course, I kind of knocked it out. It adds notes to my CRM. And this workflow is essentially the same as the adding tasks to CRM. The first thing it does, it searches for a contact in there. If there's contact found, it adds a note to the contact. If it doesn't find a contact, it creates a contact, then adds a note to them. And then this is just, an error fail-safe route right there. So that is how all of these workflows work. But I used Make AI agents to actually go ahead and create this. So I created an AI agent in Make. I told it what it is, what it's doing, and what it's going to end up doing later. And that's how it makes decision on what to do, about the meeting type, stuff like that. So this is the whole prompt that the agent has and is able to operate on and make those decisions for me. So it's literally an AI assistant. Come on, y'all. All right, y'all. So again, the reason I built this, the goal is simple: kill busy work and get smarter insights. I was tired of rewatching meetings, manually updating my CRM, forgetting things people said. Now I get a bird's eye view of every conversation and a collective view of every conversation, and I can see patterns in behavior, actions, requests, problems, and even spot opportunities before they become obvious to me or anyone else. Okay, so the best part is this AI, it's not just summarizing, right? It's thinking, it's catching tone. It notices when someone is hesitant before answering. It flags passive objections, and it stores all of that so I can ask later. Show me all the red flags we missed this month. Show me all the action items that are still pending or still active that we haven't completed. What's the most common feature people are asking for in my last 10 sales calls? It's not just saving me time, it's helping me make better decisions, becoming my personal assistant. So I hope this provided a ton of value for you guys. I can break down a video if you guys want. Like, let me know if it would be valuable for me to break down how I build these automations, or even if you would like a summary template of this so you can check it out. So I really appreciate you guys. Our team would love to build out something like this for you and your team as well. Just hit us up and we're more than happy to do so. Our links will be down in the description. Thanks for watching. Drop a fire if you got some value. Peace.